Alright everybody, welcome to the Goodie Pantry. So today's video, since spring is just around the corner, we're going to be making hot cross buns. Now before we get into the video, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon, and then you'll be notified for all new uploads, which all videos go up on Fridays. Okay, so here we go, let's get straight on into the video. So there's all my ingredients. I've got my flour, I've got my sultanas, I have my salt, I have my caster sugar, I have my yeast, I have my mixed spice and cinnamon, I've got one orange that I'm going to zest, and I've got my milk with my butter. So the first thing I'm going to do, we're going to put the flour into the mixer, and then we're going to add the yeast. Next is going to go in is the caster sugar. Then we're going to add our spices that we've mixed together. And then you just want to give that a quick stir and let it all incorporate into the flour. When you've done that, you can then add your sultanas, and then you can go in with your salt. And then I'm just going to add the orange zest. Okay, so while that's now at this point I'm going to put my milk and butter in the microwave just for a little under a minute. And while that's heating up, I'm just going to give this another quick stir. And I'm going to set this away on a low speed. It's very important this way to do it on a low speed. So once that starts mixing, start adding your melted butter and warm milk into your mix. So you want to keep this on a low speed because of your sultanas. You don't want to break them all up so they're all disintegrated. So keep it on a low speed for this one. And then after a little while, it'll look like this. Just get a scraper, scrape the sides around, and it'll mix it all back in, and then set it away again on that same low speed. I'm using the minimum speed on mine, and because I'm using it at such a low speed, I'm going to knead this for about 15 minutes. So this is set here, so we're just going to leave that, and then after about 7.5 minutes, this is what it looks like. And then after the full 15 minutes, this is what it looks like. And as you see, it's all the dough's pulled off the sides, the bowl's nice and clean. And our mix is now fully kneaded. This is all ready to go onto the next stage. So what we're going to do is just going to cover this with a cloth, and I'm going to put it in a warm place to prove. I like to set the oven to 30 degrees and put it in there, and that proves perfect. So we're going to take it out now after it's had its first hour to prove. And you're going to put it on your bench. You don't need any flour. Just stretch it out and knock it back and get all the air out of the dough. Once you've done that, just roll it up. And next thing we're going to weigh our mix. So if you got all the quantities right, so I'm going to weigh this. This came to about 30 grams over 1 kilo, which is about right for where we want it. So the next thing we're going to weigh this out into individual portions. Now for these, you're going to want anything between 83 to 85 grams. And this will give you your 12 hot cross buns. So when you've got your first one done, weighed out, then just repeat this with the rest, and then you'll have 12 equal sized hot cross buns. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, we're going to grease up our tray. So I've just got like a regular roaster tray, but you can use a baking tray. And I've just cut a little bit of marge off a block, and I'm just going to grease it up like this. Don't forget, if you're using a tray like this with the sides, don't forget to grease the sides, otherwise your hot cross buns will stick. So now we're just going to take it and just very lightly in your hand, just roll it around in between your thumb and fingers, and it creates a ball shape like that. And then you're just going to repeat that with the other 11 dough balls. There you go. Once they're all in, you'll get 12 into a tray like this, and just place them out like this. And then what you want to do, you want to get your lightweight tea towel, or you can use cling film, and you're just going to cover that over, and that's going to go back into your warm oven or your warm place wherever you got it, and you're going to want to prove this for another hour. So while that's proven, now we're going to start making the mix for the crosses. So this is literally just 80 grams of plain flour. And I've got some cold water here, which I'm just adding tablespoons of. Now I'll do this a little bit at a time, just to be sure, but I'm going to put the first 5 in, then mix it. And then I do add 3 more. So the general rule of thumb is when you're doing this for the best mix, it's per 10 grams, 1 tablespoon of water. So I've added over 3 tablespoons of water, and now you see it's starting to mix into a paste. You can use a whisk for this, just be careful because this is quite thick. Depending on what kind of whisk, it could break the spokes on your whisk. That's why I'm using a wooden spoon. Okay, so our hot cross buns are coming out now, so this has been in the oven for another hour to prove. As you can see, they've more than doubled in size. So now we're going to pipe our crosses on. Now just start at one end, and with one fluid motion, go straight over your hot cross buns. Okay, and then we're just going to repeat that process in the other direction. Now you don't need a piping nozzle for this, you can literally just cut the end off the piping bag if you're using a disposable piping bag. If you're using a reusable one, then use a piping nozzle. Okay, so then I'm going to go in the oven at 180 degrees, fan, for 12 to 15 minutes. Or until they come out looking like this. So what we're going to do, quickly as possible, is for when you can handle it, we're going to tip them onto our cooling rack. And just remember, like I said on the bread buns one, tap the bottom of your tray. And then if you've greased it up properly, the tray should just pull straight away. And then when they're cool enough for you to handle, get them flipped straight over. And then this is where the marmalade comes in. So the best way to get the shine on them is to just 2 tablespoons of marmalade. I heat it up in the microwave, give it a quick whisk with a fork, and then you can see the difference in the colour. So now I'm just going to repeat that with the other 6. And this is what gives the nice like sticky top to the hot cross buns. And it adds the taste to it as well. There you go. So it is important as well to do that while they're still fairly hot or warm. And there you've got your soft, fluffy hot cross buns. Now I've made these quite a few times. I used to make these a lot for residents, and they always preferred these to the shop bought ones. They always used to say they were a lot larger, a lot fluffier, and there they are how we served them up. Alright. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified for new videos. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at the next one.